In the lesson on formulas and functions, you learned that a function can be described as an expression that performs multiple calculations based on a combination of numbers and/or cell references. You also learned that you can click on the Formulas tab and see the different categories of functions that can be inputted. Another option would be to use something called user-defined functions, using Visual Basic for applications, which is also referred to as VBA. It's a programming language within Excel that allows you to replace formulas that might be a little bit more complex or hard to remember with functions that you create. A store manager, for example, might use the formula C4 times 1 plus E4 to calculate price markups. A user-defined function =price markup could be inputted to perform the same calculation. A restaurant owner might need to do a monthly analysis of revenue and expenses based on an Excel file they received from their accountant or another employee. Multiple functions can be created so they don't have to remember what formula to use for each calculation. In this example, they might want to create functions such as operating income, break-even rev, or MOS dollars. To create a user-defined function, let's start with a blank worksheet, hold down the Alt key, and press F11. This opens up what's called Visual Basic Editor. On the left side of the screen, you should see two windows open, the Project window and the Properties window. Now on your screen, you may see two other windows that are also open, the Code window and the Watch window. If you do see them, you can click on the small X in the upper right-hand corner to close them, since we will not be using them for this exercise. If you don't see the Project or the Properties windows, you can click on the View tab and then select them. When you look inside the Properties window, you'll see something called VBA Project with the name of the worksheet in parentheses. The first thing we want to do is input what's called a module. So right-click on VBA Project Book 1, go to Insert and choose Module. And I'm going to adjust the positioning of the window so it's easier to see. Then click on the Insert tab and choose Procedure. Under Type, choose Function, and under Name, you have to input something that doesn't have any spaces, so I'll input the name Price MU, and then click OK. At the top of the screen, you'll see the type of code that we're inputting, which is public function, followed by the name of the function, which is Price MU. We're now going to input names to the function arguments, so click inside the parentheses, input the word cost, comma, markup %. Press the right arrow on the keyboard, then press the Enter key. Let's now input a description of what we're doing. Input an apostrophe, and let's type the words to calculate the markup percentage. Press the Enter key, then press the Tab key. We can now input the function name, which is Price MU =cost asterisk sign, which is used for multiplication, parentheses, 1 plus markup %, parentheses. Press the Enter key, then press the Delete key to move the words End Function up one space. Press Alt F11 to go back to the worksheet, and let's see if the function works. Click on any cell in the worksheet and input =Price MU. Once you see the function name appear in the cell, press the Tab key, then click on the Insert Function button to open up the Function Arguments dialog box. Under Cost, let's input $1,200, and under Markup %, let's input 25%, and you can see that it's giving us a result of $1,500, so let's click OK. User-defined functions can be saved as an Excel add-in, so that they can be used with other workbooks. Click on File, Save As, choose a location on your hard drive, and then rename the file. And under Save As Type, choose Excel Add-in. We now need to activate the add-in by going to File, Options, Add-ins. Click on Go. Click on Browse, then go to the file location where you saved the add-in. Double-click on the file, and then click OK. So now when you go to a new file, you can input the function and use the function arguments dialog box to click on the cells needed to do the calculations.